Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of my Best in Beauty. If you have not seen part 1, I will link that below, of course. Today, this video is eyes and lips, which doesn't seem like a whole lot. And compared to like other categories of stuff, like face stuff, I don't have as much, but I'm going to be swatching everything for you. So that's going to take a little bit extra time. First up for eyebrows is a product that I actually left in my bathroom. It's the Anastasia Brow Wiz. That is like my most used, my go-to brow product. I just know like how my brows are going to turn out when I use it. I've used it probably the most often over my brow wearing career. Next up is this one. This is the ColourPop brow pencil. So this is going to be like the most affordable option. I believe it's only like $5 or $6. And the color that I find works the best, Dope Taupe. So it looks like that. This is what the Brow Wiz looks like pretty much if you're not familiar. The really tiny, mine's really nasty, tiny tip, and then you got the spoolie. In my opinion, the Brow Wiz spoolie is hands down the best spoolie from all the eyebrow products that are like similar like this. That's just my opinion. And so that is Dope Taupe. Very easy to achieve, very, you know, natural. That's supposed to look like natural brow hairs. That's what the Brow Wiz does as well. There's just something about the Brow Wiz, the formula of it for me is my favorite, but I absolutely love this one. I think I'm almost out of it. And then my third favorite for brow products is the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer Mascara. And I think mine is in soft brown as well. Yep, soft brown. I think this only comes in 3 or 4 colors. And I never get the blonde color even when I am blonde. Just, I feel like they're always too orangey looking on me. So it has this really interesting wand. You just paint it on the eyebrows. It really does have some sort of like fiber situation ingredient going on because it makes the lash or the eyebrows look fuller. Now if you are like bald, absolutely bald in the eyebrow area, obviously this is not going to work because it's not going to have any hairs to attach to. But mine, I mean obviously they're filled in now, but if you've ever seen like a tutorial where I start with no makeup, my brows, like I have hair there, but they do get more sparse and it is very light hair. But this works even on my like thinner eyebrows, and it really does like plump them up and makes them like fills them in, like has fibers in it. It's really awesome. In my experience, you only want to go in with it once and then be done. So get everything coated. Honestly, I go in and I like glop up all over, and then I'll just go in when it's dried with a Q-tip and kind of clean up around it. Because if you do layers or different coats, if you do a coat, let it dry, like do a coat, in my experience it gets really crusty. I have 2 mascaras, and the first one is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, a natural bristle brush. It looks like that. I believe this is in the, well, it's in the shade Carbon Black, but this is the only mascara I will use when I wear false lashes. I haven't worn false lashes, I don't think I've put on a pair since I had my baby, but when I was pregnant and I was wanting to feel like the most feminine and beautiful I could, being like feeling like a beach whale, I would use false lashes to make me feel better about myself. And so you just, in my opinion, you have to get a super black mascara to blend your eyelashes with those falsies, and this is the one that does it. And then this is might be my favorite mascara to date. It is the It Cosmetics Superhero. This funky wand. Mine is actually getting really dried up and gunky. It gets really gunky, that's the downside to this, but I just take a Kleenex or tissue and wipe the gunk off and then re-dip it and swirl. This, I don't know what it is about it. I mean, the wand is pretty standard, natural bristles. I can quickly do a coat of this and I'm happy with how it looks. I mean, it's just so easy. It's so buildable. And I honestly have a hard time finding a mascara that's buildable. A lot of the times when I go to layer a mascara to make my eyelashes longer and fuller, it just gets gunky and like wet, and they get stuck together and they look crappy. Like this is just, it gives you volume, it gives you length. Oh, and if you get this and for some reason you don't love it right away, I think this is one of those mascaras that gets better with time. So keep that in mind. And if you don't want to commit to the full size, then definitely check out their little like travel sizes, because they do have those at Ulta, maybe at Sephora. I'll of course link everything down below for you. This past year I rediscovered one of my first absolutely beloved makeup products, and it's an eyeliner. It's by Lancome, and if you guys don't know, I used to work at a Lancome counter when I was in, I think I was like 22. So it was like 8 or 9 years ago, because I'm 31 now. I can't forget. I've been thinking that I've been 30 for a long time, but I am 31 as of end of November. I'm 31. You guys will have to remind me. But when I was all young, I worked there, and this just brings back memories, you know, the good memories of really getting to know makeup and, you know, experimenting with makeup on myself and, you know, applying it to others and all that good stuff. But this art liner, and this is in the color black. Probably my favorite color though of this is called Ice Black, just because it's a little more forgiving. It's not as dark. And I like this. It has a nice sponge tip, so it's a little different, and I like it because I'm liquid eyeliner challenged. I think I'll always be, but especially now because I don't do it very often at all, so I'm out of practice. But I love the art liner because you can just lay down tiny strokes at a time and connect it. And I mean, that's not the best example, but it's very user friendly. My favorite eyeliner to tightline with, which if you're not familiar with tightlining, basically you're getting the under area, like it's kind of gross, but you get up there, and what it does is you put down like a black or dark color. I like black because my mascara is black and it blends better, but it makes your eyelashes look fuller because you don't really see the gaps of like the flesh tone between your eyelashes. It just makes them look fuller is the bottom line. So Makeup Forever Aqua XL pencils. I don't know if these are new this year or they reformulated them, but it is just you do have to self-sharpen, which is what I hate about it. And they have a ton of colors, but the black one, M10, they always have really stupid numbers. I wish they had like really fun names. But look at this, guys. It is so smooth and so creamy, and you don't really want to jack around too much when you're tightlining because it's a very delicate area. You can poke yourself in the eye. You want to like smooth ride and be done with it, and that's what this one does, and it stays put. I mean, I like all the colors from this line. Quite honestly, they work great in my waterline. I use them for like upper tightline and waterline, but the black obviously I get the most use out of because I use it as a tightline. And then I don't know if I ever don't want to have this in my collection. This is the Marc Jacobs, what are you called? Highliner Gel Cran in, I think it's Rococo, which is the most beautiful like soft bronze. And I love this. Doesn't look very soft there, but I love this in my lower waterline because, yeah, that actually looks really dark, but it looks lighter on the eyes. I don't personally love to do a black in the waterline because I do have kind of smaller eyes, I suppose, and it really closes them off if I do black. However, sometimes I want my lower lash line to be defined to mirror somewhat the top, the upper, whatever I got going on. So if I got a lot going on top, I want to have a little bit of definition down there, but not like harsh black. It's just such a beautiful like bronze, like almost like antique bronze. And these things for me are the most, I think these are the most long wearing eyeliners ever. Is that true? I think that's true. I fell in love with these, I think when they first came out, and I've been hooked ever since. Absolutely love. They have it in other colors as well, but this is my favorite for lower waterline. My last favorite eyeliner is ColourPop Creme Gel Liner. This is in Mr. Bing, which is a collab with Kathleen Lights. It is this reddish brown color. Actually, let me put it close to Rococo so you can see the difference. So that is Mr. Bing, and then that is Rococo, Marc Jacobs. But I love this in my waterline. I can also tightline with it because it is dark enough to tightline. I mean, obviously a black would be better, but if I'm trying to really cut down how many products I'm using so I can get out, you know, faster, I'll just do it on the rim and then on the tight line. This is going to be perfect for green and blue eyes because it will kind of contrast. I mean, anybody can wear this. It'll look beautiful on everybody, let's just be real. But honestly, it does make my green eyes kind of pop because it is that reddish brown, that and red is opposite green on the color wheel. Therefore, it will make it, you know, contrast and be more striking. Moving along to the eyeshadow category. First, I have to just tell you guys that I love the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot and Painterly. It looks like that. I mean, this is my favorite eye primer. It has more of that pinky tone. I like soft ochre too, but I just have been using this one much more to prime my eyes so it doesn't budge. Y'all know the drill. And then I have to just briefly talk about the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette by Too Faced. I just checked online and it said it's sold out at Too Faced and Too Faced and Ulta, but I don't know if it's just sold out or if it's like gone for good. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have this. It smells like peanut butter. The colors just speak to me. They're like neutrally warm brown, and then it has some kicks of those purples. And I just enjoy it. I wasn't going to talk about this because I honestly did not get it to like very close to the end of the year. But I do like the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It probably shouldn't be in this video because, like I said, I haven't been using it all year. But I do like it, and that's actually some of the stuff I'm wearing on my eyes today. I have other stuff mixed in, and then I just pulled out my favorite single eyeshadows from multiple Z palettes, and I put them into this one here that I had empty. All Makeup Geek on the top row and the second row, but those are the foiled. So anyway, White Lies, Shimma Shimma, Beaches and Cream, Peach Smoothie, which you probably won't need both, they're pretty similar, Creme Brulee, Frappe, and then Mirage. Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows. This one's Legend, Nostalgia, Curtain Call, and then down here is MAC eyeshadow, Swiss Chocolate. These two are Anastasia. This one is Orange Soda, and that one is Birkin. Alright, so those are all the Makeup Geek top row ones. So this one's White Lies, and then this one is Shimma Shimma. I will mix those two together for my go-to inner corner and brow bone highlight. Like, I can't even get enough. White Lies is an absolute must-have makeup. I mean, these are all like my Makeup Geek must-haves. Some of them. But White Lies is more of a matte, like almost stark white, so it's perfect. It's perfect for fair-skinned people because you guys know when you're fair, it's hard to find something that actually brightens that's lighter than your skin tone. So again, White Lies, Shimma Shimma, I mix those together. This one is Beaches and Cream, and then Peach Smoothie. And so, yeah, I mean, I honestly mix those together as like a transition or crease color. You probably don't need them both. You guys can see if they're too similar for you guys or whatever. And then this one is Creme Brulee, which is also a fantastic transition color, but it's a little bit deeper. If you're fair, these two are going to be like a great transition color because it's not too dark and you don't have to worry too much about, you know, getting too heavy-handed. So again, Creme Brulee, Frappe, and then, which is good for like deepening up the crease, also a beautiful eyeliner. And then this one is Mirage, which is kind of like a pastel banana yellow. And I love it because it really brightens the eye. I'll actually set my paint pot with that and just take it on a large fluff eyeshadow brush and just take it all over my entire eye from lash line up to brow, underbrow, and it just really brightens and provides a really nice base. Now I have those Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows, and I just have to show you guys. That was one dip and one swipe. So that is Legend, and then Nostalgia. Is it Nostalgia or Nostalgic? I mean, look at that pigment. And then Curtain Call. And my favorite way to wear these is to mix these two together for a lid color. You know, if you want it a little more bronzy, do a little bit more of the Legend. You know, I usually do it with maybe a little bit more of the Nostalgic pinky color. It's just so beautiful, and this is beautiful in the outer V. This is the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow brush. And so it looks just like really stupid and standard, but it applies those foiled eyeshadows like no other. So let me show you if I can grab some of that. I actually just like to take it and kind of, so it's on there literally. My hand's kind of wet from my makeup wipe. it gives, well, my veins are in the way. It gives like no fallout. It is so amazing. I think it's like $7 or $8 at the most. I definitely, you guys gotta get this. And then that bottom row of those three, I have on top the two Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have that orange soda, which is, I mean, very similar to the Makeup Geek, what is it, Beaches and Cream and Peach Smoothie. You don't need them all, but those are just the kind of easy transition colors you don't have to worry about getting too heavy-handed with. And then just to deepen up the transition a little bit, I love Birkin from Anastasia. It's just like a basic, you know, neutral mid-tone brown color. And then Swiss Chocolate from MAC. You can see it has a tiny sheen in it, but it's so beautiful. It has like almost a rosy hint to it. Well, you know what? So does the Birkin. All very neutral, all very basic of me. But if you have something like this that you can go to and you can depend on the quality and the performance, and you know it's there, you know how they work, like you know how much to put on and whatever, you can do anything because you can add bold colors in if you want a bold look. So these are some of my staple neutrals from the past year. And moving on to lips, MAC lip liner in Stone. I mean, this is my hands down all-time favorite lip liner. And you know, it's like a grayish brown, but this is the most easiest way to cheat a fuller lip. So what I do is I just go over with any lip liner that I'm choosing to wear, and then I'll just like outline and just shadow, kind of just shadow like around a little bit outside the lip line, and then same on the bottom, and then put whatever lipstick or liquid lipstick on top. And then if I need to, I'll like blend it in with a finger or a lip brush. It literally shadows, makes a shadow look so your lips look bigger, the least fake overdrawn lip look you can get. I love it. I've talked about this for years. Makeup Forever High Precision Lip Pencil, and I have a couple shades here. I'm missing a couple. Some of them get lost, so you guys know how the purse monster or something. Oops. I have N10, which is this. Now these you do have to sharpen, which kind of blows because I'm lazy and I can never find a sharpener when I need to. They're not so creamy where you put them on and like they're gonna break off. You know how some lip liners are like that. They're so creamy they'll literally break off. These are creamy and kind of soft, but they don't do that. Like they go on, like you can see I'm pushing like really hard, and they're just they're enhancing. The other color that I have been wearing the most is N10, or excuse me, N12. They're just more like Your Lips But Better type shades. Like nothing is really outrageous in that color line. Moving along to lipsticks, these e.l.f. little lipsticks, what are these called? Beautifully Bare Satin Lipstick. These are like my favorite purse lipstick, where you don't have to worry too much because it's a very forgiving like formula and pigment. Like it's not overly pigmented, so you can really just swipe it on without a mirror. That's what I mean by purse lipstick. That one is Touch of Nude, and they smell like kind of vanilla-y, but it's very faint, not as close to vanilla scent as the MAC ones. And then this other one I have is Touch of Pink. So those are the two that I have, and I love them both. They're just so easy. A couple more lipsticks. I have gotten so much wear out of this Urban Decay Naked lipstick. Now, this is like the older packaging, and I believe they reformulated the are they the Revolution lipsticks? I think this one is. I don't know what they called that, but that's the packaging. So these are both, let me just show you. These are both Naked. The Naked is the shade name. I have never swatched them next to each other, so we'll see. This older formula or older packaging one has been the one that I've worn the most, just because I don't know why, but I just have. It is the most like perfect peachy pinky nude color. It's very creamy. It feels very satisfying on the lips. So this is the Naked of the new formula. I knew it would be a little different. So there's the new formula and the old formula. I hope these are in focus. This viewfinder is so tiny, and if you've seen like any of my like makeup room setups, you guys might know that before we moved to the hotel, in my old beauty room, I had this like a 27-inch TV as a viewfinder, so I could tell if I was in focus or not. And now I'm like, oh, am I in focus? So anyway, I like the new formula, but I've been wearing the older formula more. I think they're both amazing. Maybe the new formula is just a slightly bit longer wearing. And then this is another one of the new formula by Urban Decay that I like. It's called Back Talk. And now this is a comfort matte. Okay, and the Naked was a cream. I love this color. It's like, I mean, it's like a Your Lips but better. Comfort matte formula is just that. It is matte. It's not flat drying. The comfort mattes are very comfortable and they're not drying or flat. Even if your lips aren't, maybe they're a little dry or a little chapped, they're not gonna look that, it's not gonna look that bad as far as like having a matte lip on, you know what I'm saying? Very comfortable, decent wear time as well. I'm gonna have to get some more of those comfort mattes because that's like one of my favorite, I think one of my favorite formulas of lipstick. One more lipstick that I love, I believe these are newly reformulated from this past year. These are the Makeup Forever Artist Rouge Cream Lipstick. This is in C105. This is just like a great nude. I have a couple more of these that I really like. I just don't know where they are right now. I'm probably packed up in a box. I mean, this is a fantastic nude lipstick. The formula is so creamy. But yeah, I think that's everything for the second part of the Best of Beauty. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and definitely check out part 1 if you have not. I'll see you guys later. Bye.